some. But I'm at work today. Wait a minute. I have to make sure I'm double muted. I'm at work. Don't know how long it's gonna last though. I mean, this is just temporary. So, I'm excited to be having income though. So, I hope y'all enjoying y'all work. If you work from home, if you, work out in the public. And I hope and pray y'all are safe out there if you work outside. But even in the home, anything can happen. But, yeah. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Hey. Y'all, how y'all Sunday going? This is another Sunday. I'm tired, y'all. I was up all night long watching a lot of only a couple old videos on a couple of YouTubers. Cause somewhere in there in their life I hadn't watched videos, so I watched. I'm on the video reports where they had one family had their fourth son. So I was catching up on those parts of the video where they did they wood stove, cause I like wood stoves too. IAG Farm family. I've been catching up on their videos often where she was pregnant with the fourth child, and I think up until where she actually had him, I'm actually caught up on that part down to now. But it's right off in there where right before she had found out, I got caught up on that part, and then it's like where her whole pregnancy. So I'm in that. And then I got caught up on, I'm catching up on some of, I think I only had like maybe 18, maybe 25 videos somewhere off and on Peyton that I hadn't, Peyton recharged that I hadn't been caught up on. And the longer you go, the longer further back it say the videos. But anyway, when I have my little pastime and I try to catch up with time, y'all, that's what I do. And a lot of other ones too that I might get behind on. I try to catch up or either go back. But y'all, I was so devastated Thursday. Y'all tell me why these people had us. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody. Yeah, I had a little hair coming right here on the end. I don't know something, but anyway, I'm watching this lady named Keisha Beauty, and she got a lot of like home remedies. And y'all, in my stores back in where I moved from in the first place, I have like books and stuff like home remedies like years ago, and so I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get that storage down here. Cause I'm still, like I said, not, I'm planning on moving, after the year's up here. But I gotta get things caught up here. I'm trying to get these videos out. Y'all see, I'll share these videos and stuff. I'm trying to get them out so I can get help. Cause I'm just realizing that Thursday, she finally told us, the person that's training us, that we had to go up against a system. I won't say it specifically. And if we had only so many tries, and if we didn't pass that system, we basically didn't have a job. So I'm trying to figure out and find out how I can get in contact or get started my own way, doing since I'm licensed now. Because that stress of not having a job, and now we're going through, now we're out of the 3 weeks of training with her. Now we got to go through like a week training with some other people, and tomorrow she's gonna be a part of the thing we won't have to be on camera anymore, but she's going to still be a part of the thing Monday. And then from Tuesday through Friday, we're going to basically be going, I guess, up against the people, whoever, whatever. Learn to make sure we know how to use the system and all that, whatever. And there's no schedule for next week, even though starting Wednesday, we are supposed to start taking live calls. So this is a whole lot different than what I've done before. You was considered hired, but you're not necessarily considered hired by them. And if they do hire you, you just, go from there. So it's still not necessarily, because even though we were told like we were hired, we're not hired. We're not hired by the company we're going to be working for. The company that basically hired us is the one that actually put us under this company to work for them for the season. But you're not hired by that company. And it was like going to school all over again. Because you still had to get a certification to be able to do. So, like I said, it's a lot to learn. We had to cram. Well, one lady said they had 6 weeks to train, and we only had 3 weeks. So we got chopped down 3 more weeks. 3 weeks. So we're cramming a whole lot of information, y'all, in no time. The air got my eyes going. You can tell I'm sitting on the floor. I sleep on the floor on my pallet because I haven't been able to get my stuff out of storage from I haven't been able to buy a bed for my room, but the storage we have in Pearland, Texas, has her bed and my son's bed. And then my bed, I would have to order a bed for me. And then the washer and dryer that my son bought me, the one when the storm hit, it messed up the dryer. So the door has to be either open or we have to unplug it because it won't shut off. It'll just keep going. And then we can't tell. You have to work with it to get it to make sure you're in the right cycle to get it to heat up. So it did something. I don't know what it did. And I don't know with it being unplugged all this time, reset it or something. I don't know. Going on no dry work. So we need to get that washer and dryer so we can be able to wash clothes and everything. So we got to come with the money to get the stuff out of storage. I still got to come with the money. Well, not come up with it. He's supposed to help pay this week because he wasn't able to help me pay it the first of the month. So what I made was not enough to pay the whole rent. So my part is waiting on his part, but they've been charging us $10 a day every day for late fee. Because somebody else, situation changed instantly or whatever. So he couldn't help like he was supposed to be able to help at the first of the month. So that made me incur more fee, And then we're trying to they made arrangements with my daughter for her car. We had to pay $200 and some dollars by the 15th this week. And we had to pay on the phone bills. So that's taken away from the money I do have to pay toward the rent because I have to pay that. And then next month, she has to pay the balance, which is in November. She has to pay the balance of whatever it is. I think that, I don't know if it was $600 or $900, y'all. But, y'all pray for me. Pray for me that, I'm going to keep this going until, I can get her car fixed, and we might have to Uber her like the first couple of weeks because she got to finish putting in some more applications now that we're on this end. And, we'll have to Uber her, we'll pray to keep her safe because, girl is a hustler. She'll get out there and she'll get out there and do what she got to do, but, get back and forth to work and stuff because she's more in them,
This my room. You don't shut my door in my
Y'all,
room.
she telling me I gotta get up out of her room, y'all. Y'all give me a bed so I can come up out of her room. She'll bust up in there on me. You can open the door back since you done bust up in here. They know you bust up in here and told me it's your room. Yeah, so anyway, She was in the other room with the door closed, y'all. So I didn't know what was going on. So I came in here and shut the door so I could record. And she didn't slung that door open on me. But anyway, y'all pray for us, cause I'm telling you, that devil is hidden. Mama, open the door and cut the air off. Cause I'm using the tripod. And yeah. Yeah, it got so intense I cut off all my nails. I cut off all my nails because it was so intense last week, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I text them people and I let them have it. I did in a very calm way. It's like, basically, y'all lied. Y'all made me think that I was hired on with these people and we just gonna, do a little training and whatever and we're gonna be good to go. No, that's not what it is. Got me telling people I done got hired on, got me a job, got me all excited and everything. No. And then don't know after this week if I'm going to have one, because they talking about if you don't have a schedule by Thursday. So we're going to go through all this training and all this whatever, see if we know how to answer the phones, transfer calls, whatever. I told them they put me in chat, so y'all, I'm going to find me a job in chat or something. And then one woman told me, well, in chat, you're not talking to anybody, not hearing anybody. Lady, that's just exactly where I need it. Because with this ear got jacked up from the other job, I don't need. Y'all see my finger, don't y'all? Y'all see how this still discolored? Y'all see how it's going? Whatever bit me, y'all. And it's been over 6 months now. This happened like 2 or 3 months before we even moved out of the apartment. Whatever bit me. And here it is. We've been out of the apartment since August. And look what I'm still dealing with. And it don't hurt anymore. It just feels weird. And I cut the nail off, but it's going back. It's going slow. I mean, real slow. It's open. It's open in there. So I have to be careful because it's kind of tender in there. So I don't know if that's going to grow up to where I can clip it off. Or if it's going to stay like that, y'all, I don't know. I tell you, they had all kind of strange looking little insects and stuff. Insects I ain't never seen on the scene. I ain't used to that. But anyway, y'all pray for me. Mom, come open the door. Tell you, kids, you can't help but love them. But anyway, I just want to get on here and let y'all see what y'all was up to this Sunday. I have a brace. I found my brace I had to put on for my back so I can be able to clean more, and still clean. Because, boy, when I was trying to do the other day, I had that dress on, stuffed off in them pants, and trying to clean and do in the living room, clean the baseboards and stuff. But I had to find my brace because my back started hurting. So it's helping a little bit. That's helping on all that flashing and stuff. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. It's Sunday, and I didn't watch church this morning. I try to get up and watch. I want to watch them later on because once they play, they record them when they be on YouTube, and I just go on YouTube and watch them later on or something, because I think somebody did put up a video today, so I watched them. That girl, I know that girl heard me tell her to open up that door. You ready to be bossed around. If your mamas that ain't got no kids, you gonna be bossed around. If a mamas that got kids, y'all really probably didn't learn. Y'all get bossed around quite a bit once they born. They tell you what to do. You don't tell them what to do. Anyway, it was something I want to talk to y'all about. I don't even know what it is now. But if y'all got any suggestions in the chat job, work from home chat job, I'm not gonna say what I do just yet until I actually get through this phase and everything, because people so weird. People strange, people hateful, envious. Just this jealousy is god awful. It's like, God, get rid of this jealousy, get rid of this envy, get rid of this hatefulness. Whatever it is that's got people envious and jealous of people to see people have and stuff, Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ, you need to get rid of that. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. Don't let it have no place in your life. Don't let it have no place in your home. Don't let it have no place in nothing, because it is terrible. It's terrible, you know. People hating to see people have because they too lazy to get out there and do for themselves. You know, y'all need to go do eyebrows and stuff, because I got some white hairs up and some I know come start popping up. I'm like, no, y'all ain't finna have no place for my eyebrows. So I'm finna work on that. Anyway, y'all pray for me, cause I had to let that company have it. I was like, this lady clearly said that, you know, in the first trial, I was like a 78%. The second trial was a 96%. You have to get a 93 and above. And that part. So, anyway, I got to learn that part. I got to get that part going. But anyway, it's all in the finances. So I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing everything I can to try to, you know, do. Yeah, make sure y'all go to my, y'all click on the link and go. Now, I'm going to have to go in and check some of my videos, because the stores is only open up to like certain items. And I do have it pinned, I believe, in the community tab. I do have it pinned. We can go to the store and see everything I have that's in Teespring. And y'all go order on my Teespring. Help your sister out. And then, let's see, I have Teespring. I have a journal in Teespring, but I'm going to have to go find a vendor that I can get my journals made different with, because I want some little items with my journal. I don't want just a journal. I want a journal with other items with it. I'm not gonna say all the items right now, what type of little package I want to put together or nothing like that. You know, I know it's gonna take me a little time, because right now all my time is consumed in this learning this. I don't know what to say, a job, career. I don't know what to call this. Right now I'm just thankful to have the income that I need to turn things around. That God is turning things around for me. And so, you know, I've been trying to communicate with the Holy Spirit as much as possible. I woke up the other morning with a YouTuber's daughter on my mind. I immediately went into prayer Saturday morning. And then I dreamed of two other YouTubers that I watch. And they were talking about more along the line. We would start talking about something that would bring in income. And they're friends, but they don't live in the same city. But they do shout out each other. So I immediately start praying for them, because, you know, when God put people on your mind, you don't go outside and you know, being evil and searching in their business and stuff like that. You go to prayer. You pray for them. You pray for protection for them. You pray for protection for their family. I dreamed of somebody's little boy started coming to me, but I would pick it up like it was one YouTuber's little boy. But there are two YouTubers that have boys around the same age. And he was kind of like crawling, and he got up and started walking toward me. And I was laying on the floor by him. So, come on in, and you can open up the door and holler at me. What you doing? You finna make some? No, you can have it. That's why I hate it for you. I don't want that. You know, you being funny. You know I can't eat all that. Thank you out there. This is better. What you finna make?
50 minutes for that Monterey.
50 minutes? Okay. I'm finna stop. I was just hollering at him for a minute. But anyway, I'll call y'all back. My stuff. would be nice to make my own, but I ain't got it like that right now. So, I want some little coffee thing. I don't drink coffee, so I'm trying to learn how to make coffee. So, the only time I keep coffee with me because I had a spinal block one time, and they told me that if I got headaches, to make sure I had coffee. So I had to stop and get some coffee. And I wound up having headaches because I slid down a little bit too low on the couch or wherever I was laying at. And so they told me to get some coffee, just plain dark black coffee. And that would help my headache. So that's why I keep coffee with me. But I do have, I think one of my babies do drink coffee. My older boy. Well, he's a second child, but anyway, he drank coffee. So, but that's just that little, because like I said, I don't really know how. And I tried to make some yesterday. It tastes okay. So I got in the refrigerator. So, I got in the refrigerator so that, when, sage stick. I got in the refrigerator so when, tomorrow we'll have to start at 10, which I started later this week. So this week is 10 to 6:30 Central Standard Time. So that's about the time I crash real bad. Like 11 to 1, 11 to 3, I would crash out and go to fall asleep. So it's going to be hard for me to still wait. Because I'm used to kind of having my own schedule. And y'all know y'all being YouTubers, y'all know how that is. When you're on your own, you gotta get disciplined with YouTube. That's one thing. When you're doing videos and stuff like that, you don't have a job, you gotta get disciplined. And, you know, so, get yourself to go to bed. So, you can still live your life and enjoy life and then go places and do things, but you still gotta know when the light up hot. You gotta, Mama, let me know if my alarm go out. Let me know if my alarm go out. Let me know if that alarm go out. Thank you. Oh, I've left my other phone in the room with her. She be bouncing me there all over. Oh well. That was my choice. That was my love. I own that. And to the day I die, that's my responsibility. I don't care what the age is. So I don't care what nobody else had to say about it either. You don't tell me how to run my house. I don't tell you how to run yours. I love my babies. I helped them get here. So, a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people like believing. They believe when their kids get grown and get to a certain age, you're supposed to let them go today on their own in the world. That's your preference. That's you. It's not mine. So I know why I get attacked on a lot of things because my beliefs is different. My belief structure is different. I want my babies to get to a point where they can take and maintain, they have for quite some time, but they all have been under attack too. That's something that people don't know. I remember watching, I think it was one of Tyler Perry shows, who is they? Well, a lot of times you don't know who they are. You just know that you're being attacked spiritually, and, a lot of times they hid around behind them corners so deep that you don't always know who they are. You just know that somehow things keep failing us, things keep messing up, You just stay in prayer. You pray about it, and God will make a way. He'll bring you out of it, So anyway, just gotta pray about things and let go. Like I said, I always have been one of those that had to make it out of no way. God made it out of no way for me. I didn't make it myself. Somehow he still got some of the bills paid. Somehow he still got some of the food bought. Somehow he still got some of this and some of that done, The reason why I say some is because even in that song, there was still some changes that were made. You know, we still wanted having to, you know, move around. We still had to do stuff. You know, I don't know what else. But anyway, it's gonna get pulled. Cause still nobody about that right there. Well, anyway, I deal with that. But you know, we still, you know, things still happen that we still had to move around, and we still, you know, I moved a lot with my kids. Oh God, it was constant moving around. You know. You got a spouse and you still moving around every time you turn around, you know, it was something. So it's like some of this I'm not, I'm used to it, don't want to be used to it. You know, I go through it through the motion, but it's like I'm not even there, you know, because it's like you're just numb to it. And it's like, okay, Lord, when is it going to change? And He said, just trust me, it's going to change. Don't give up, it's going to change. I'm trying to see this thing where there's a cinnamon stick out and something else. That's for financial blessing, you know. And I have faith, you know, that He gonna make a way just like He did. When He brought that income. Like I said, I don't know how far it's gonna go down this road. I really don't. You know, like I said, I do have Teespring. I have shirts. It's gonna get cold. I have hoodies, shirts, tees, carry bags, and I'm gonna start trying to order every payday except for this payday I wasn't able to. Somewhere in there, hopefully I'll be able to start ordering my mugs. I have two different kind of mugs. I have a love mug, and I have a Mindset 4.0 mug. Those are my merchandise items. Like, I have items that's love items, and I have Mindset 4.0. And those are on Teespring. So if y'all don't mind going over on Teespring, like I said, I was saying earlier before I got hijacked by my baby girl, that I noticed that on my videos, I'm gonna have to go check some of my videos out, because when you click on the store, it's only showing like probably like 5 of the same exact items, and I didn't do that. I always select different items. I don't select the same item over and over, you know. So I don't know what that part is about, and I don't know how that happened, but I'm about to go in and check on my videos and see what's going on, because, you know, when I tell you, when people hijack your stuff, they hijack your stuff, you know. And fix it where people can't go to your stuff right and order right, you know. And I love ordering. I be trying to order everything for everybody. And that's pretty much why I've been attacked. Because I be trying to order everybody's stuff, you know, but I have hit a spell of not being able to, and that's not me. You know, I'm gonna squeeze it out of there. So God gonna help me squeeze it out of there some kind of way, because I believe in supporting anybody. I mean, you know, that I can. Not none of that expensive stuff. I ain't never been there. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't never been there. And since I've been on YouTube, I'm wondering if I'm watching too much YouTube, y'all, because when I start picking up people's kids and people and their life and stuff like that, I'm kind of wondering if I'm watching too much YouTube. Maybe I am. I'm gonna take a break like I have from TikTok. TikTok on my phone, you know how you get the little red buttons on your own stuff on your phone, and I can't stand those red buttons alerting me that I, you know, got stuff. Like right now, my Gmail is reading a lot because I haven't been able to keep up with it, and then I'm getting $10 charge late fee every day on this rent, and it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to be able to get to this weekend, hoping he'll be able to help me pick that up and get that caught up. And but anyway, TikTok, I just happened to open it up the other day because it had a red button, and I just try to click the red buttons and go on. I don't watch another video. But it was like 5 or 6 different women, and they were praying and putting their hands toward the screen. So I let that play, you know, because I love to receive prayer and blessings just like I pray and bless y'all. You know, Jesus' name, not me, God does it. But I haven't been on TikTok in a while. I have not. Like I said, I have certain ones I watch on YouTube. I try to keep everybody I got on YouTube up, but trying to learn all this new information has been kind of hectic. It really have. Trying to learn everything, and then to find out Thursday, the woman gonna tell us almost at the end of if you don't pass this, if you don't go up against this situation, basically it's what they call a bot or a artificial something, whatever. And you got so many tries. If you don't pass, you don't have a job at this point. And this is Thursday, y'all. So this is the first week of the second check I got working on. And all that I have that need to be done, it's like, Lord, okay. Then I watched 303 High Priest, and she was saying, God, the spirits are saying you need to get back into creating. It's like, I'm trying, God. It's horrible when you only see $1, $2 and stuff like that, right now my transportation is limited on how to get Uber and everywhere. So I'm just around the house doing what I can, get it cleaned up and get it ready. So when I do get to where I can go get the stuff out of storage, at least we'll have that stuff back in here. And I'm about to clean all that stuff up from being in the storage. And then I got to keep my stuff clean, paid for the one that's in Amarillo, because the one in Amarillo is going to take like 3, 4. I've already called so many people before I left Amarillo. And they already talking about 4 and 5, 6,000 just to get it here. Not only am I have to catch a plane there, because ain't nobody trying to drive no 800, 900 miles down there and then drive back or nothing like that. So I've never rode a plane, so of course I'm nervous. I'm scared half to death. You don't want to do that part. Because right now, yeah, I'm so behind time. I did not know the government had shut down. My baby Greg told me that. I didn't know the government had shut down. And then I saw Peggy's video, all things Peggy. I saw her video, her and her husband. The one I watched them. And she was talking about the government being shut down. I did not know that. I didn't know a lot of stuff that's going on. Then I found out that some people finna get ready to go on strike, which is the same week that we gonna almost like in the same type of industry or business that I'm dealing with right now. These are the same type of people in this industry that's gonna be going on strike. So it's just like one thing after another, and I'm not realizing all this stuff is going on, because I'm trying to learn all this new information and everything. And y'all see my thing going. Y'all hear it? If y'all hear anything, that's that. I got that from Temu. So yeah, if y'all go on my Temu link and y'all order those on my Temu link, anything, then I'll get commission from that. And then that super boom thing I had in my other video, I got that from Temu. Those are $0 items. So I would say with the super boom, it's just something to start out with, because I need to get all that kind of stuff. I don't like using boom inside and outside the same room and stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff I need to do. But I got 2 with that order. One is in the first bathroom, and then there's one in here. And there's 2 bathrooms in this house. And the bathroom in the back has a shower. This bathroom here has a shower and a bathtub. So we're trying to figure that part out. At least get that stuff out of the store so we can cut that bill down. And, it's trying to, when you're trying to do right, trying to, do that negative inch to get after you and make it harder than it have to be. My baby wants some pepper, see. She already told me she needs some pepper. So I'll call y'all back. I gotta go and make our plates and stuff to get back in here in the room and eat and watch IAG Farm.